The final fellowship that I have attained is the Fellow of the American Academy of Nursing. This has been an amazing honor. This was just wow. I had held off on my application to make sure that I really felt like I deserved it. And after I started my own organization, have over 800 members, was able to establish a certification exam for nurse practitioners in emergency care through the American Association of Nurse Practitioners credentialing body. I felt like I was ready, and I wanted to make sure that all those things had been implemented. This fellowship was a tremendous honor, and I walked around like I was at the Oscars with all these like heroes of nursing. And it was amazing. I saw some amazing people there. Again, just like the other organizations, this one asks you what you've contributed. What is your science? And all I can tell all of you is that you got to find your science, find your place, find your passion, find what you love, find what you do in your heart, and it is how you will get there. If you need anything from me, please feel free. I'm on the 6th floor. I'm here to help you in any way I can, and know that this is about your science. It's about what your passion is. And again, it's been an honor. Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Elder Ramirez, and I am a fellow of the Academy of Emergency Nursing, fellow of the American Association of Nurse Practitioners, and a fellow of the Academy of Nursing. I'm very excited to speak to you all today. I apologize for not being available for you. I am doing a keynote presentation for the Emergency Nursing Association Illinois chapter. So I'm very excited and proud of that, being able to do that. So today we wanted to specifically discuss with you what it takes to become a fellow. Well, lots of work, lots of work. And I laugh because the work that I did for these organizations, I loved every minute of it, every second of it. Though some of it may have been tedious, it was still my body of work. For those of you that are new in academia or are young in academia, you need to understand that you have to find a body of science. One of my early mentors, Dr. Frank Cole, may he rest in peace, was my mentor for 12 years, and his mentorship was very meaningful. He constantly spoke to me about how I needed to find what my science was, what I did, what I was going to be to set myself apart from everyone else in the areas that existed in nursing. Not just in nursing, medicine, all areas of healthcare. And many people at that time asked me, well, Alda, aren't you going to study Mexican American studies? You're Mexican. And I'm like, well, yeah, I happen to be Mexican, but that wasn't my interest. I was not interested in pursuing that. That was not what was in my heart. My heart was emergency medicine. So without further ado, I will start with the first fellowship that I attained, which was the fellowship for the American Academy of, it was Academy at that time, it's the American Association of Nurse Practitioners. Dr. Frank Cole and Dr. Tom Mackey were my sponsors for this. And if you're a nurse practitioner and you're interested, look at this website, Becoming a Fellow, what are the things that are necessary. And I'm going to tell you now, all three of the fellowships had specific components, which were research, policy, education, and clinical, I believe, are the other core 4 areas. And I am not a researcher. I'm not saying that I don't do research. What I'm saying is that is not my foci. And my foci was clinical practice. So I developed models that influence population health. I developed my own nursing organization, the American Academy of Emergency Nurse Practitioners, so on and so forth. So this was the first one that I got, and this was in 2006. And then the next one that I got was the Academy of Emergency Nursing. I'm a fellow of the Academy of Emergency Nursing, and I've been a fellow of this organization. Well, the first one since 2006. This one I became in 2013, I believe. 2013, yes. And for this one, I have been a member of ENA since 1991, before I became a nurse practitioner, and it was a very important opportunity for me because this is where I did the bulk of my manuscript writing. This is where I did a bulk of my national presentations, my state presentations, my local presentations. This was my home base for a very long time. Sadly, this organization of over 43,000 members only has a probably maybe 800 advanced practice nurses. And that is the reason that I developed the American Academy of Emergency Nurse Practitioners, which is what I've been doing since 2014. So this is my home base. This was my organization, and sadly, it did not accommodate my needs as a nurse practitioner. But the fellowship is very similar, and I still am a strong member and an avid member of this group because I want to bring up my nurses, my bedside nurses, to do advanced practice and go into doctoral programs and do research. So I help them in those ways, and that is how I was able to be honored to be a fellow of this academy as well.